Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the head, I'm shooting for the sky. Landing on the moon, walking on the sun. Taking over the game, get it back when we done. Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the head, I'm shooting for the sky. Landing on the moon, walking on the sun. Taking over the game, get it back when we done. I'll get it back when we done. 10,000 hands in the air, have you ever seen? Work 9 to 5 or 5 to 9, do you ever dream? They in the red, but my stalk is green. Crowd like I reached the clouds, all off a beam. Dreams on lucid, films on Lucas. Sound on surround, and the crowd on stupid. Who that chick Dion? That's Dion on clueless. You circling around the money, sitting in a Cuban car. Feel the dreams, they said I'm too corny. Funny, I got their ears all on me. Fears all gone and my peers all wrong. So keep your 2 cents in every phrase y'all coining. That's just common sense, all the hating, I honored it. I don't leap, I quantum it. I don't answer, I problem it. I just drop shit while they asking what a colonic is. Pinky, you know what I'm pondering? Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in your head, I'm shooting for the sky. Landing on the moon, walking on the sun. Taking over the game, get it back when we done. Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in your head, I'm shooting for the sky. Landing on the moon, walking on the sun. Taking over the game, get it back when we done. I'll get it back when we done.
Yo, what's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up and salute to all the Cowboys Nation across all the platforms. Right now, you're probably watching on the YouTube channel. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to Instagram, man. We rocking and rolling. We're connected to Instagram now. Finally, I'm figuring this thing out. Now, TikTok, y'all still a work in progress because for some reason, TikTok banned my live stream from going simultaneous live streams. You know what I'm saying? So I still got to stream TikTok on my phone right now. I'm not sure what the hell I did, but I got a notification saying I went against community guidelines. So we're going to do it the old fashioned way, just on my phone. But whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're watching on Instagram, whether you're watching on TikTok, man, I appreciate all the support. Go ahead, give me a like, comment, and subscribe to the UF channel CFO Sports if you haven't already, because we have a lot to talk about today's show, Cowboys Nation. But yo, before we get started, gotta give a shout out to the gang, man. I see my dog Kaiser in the building. What's going on, Sosa? I see my dog Kelvin Hicks in the building. What's going on with you, dog? Matt, you got any news on this trade, my brother? We're gonna talk about these trades or lack thereof. I'm not gonna say your name on channel. What's up, dog? My little bro, man, my little bro Cody in the building. What's going on with you, dog? That's my brother for real, not just my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother, that's my brother for real. You know what I'm saying? Flesh and blood. Kelvin Hicks in the building, Matt in the building. Hey, what's going on with you, Angie? What's up? What's up, everybody on Instagram? So salute. My dog Jay Owens in the building. All right, so where do I want to start? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to start at one quick, brief little segment, right? And it was something that my brother DMV shared the other day. I think it was Friday he went live, and I was watching DMV's live, and you know, he was talking about the changes in the community from the Cowboys content space, right? And you guys know I'm an OG. I'm an OG now. Y'all see the gray starting to poke through. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing this for 5 years. This is season 5 for us, CFO gang, and we've grown tremendously, right? So a lot has changed. When I came into the gang, you know, you had Skywalker, you had Law, you had Big Game James, Mark Holmes, you know, Koye, Foots, Vach, West Coast, you know, a lot of the OGs, right? And to really kind of come into the game and make your voice stand out, you had to really know a lot about this. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't come out there with no fanboy stuff. You wasn't going to last long if you didn't know much about this, man. So it required a lot of film study, a lot of sacrifice. And for you guys know, when I first came into this was a fanboy channel. We were called the Cowboys Fans Only, and all we did was just talk about fanboy stuff. There was no stats, no analytics. It was just, we them boys and we gonna win, right? But I just knew I wasn't gonna survive that long. And I knew, I noticed that when my dog Gate City, he's an Eagles content creator, and one day I did a show with Gate City, and Gate had all these facts, these films, and analytics, and he kicked my ass. Like he drug my ass all across that screen, y'all, in this debate, Cowboys versus Eagles, because I was not prepared. And the only way I was able to get out of that debate is because I was able to be aggressive and just yell and scream and la 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 la, and I got out of there. But I was beaten and bruised. And I said, Tuck, you will never again walk into a trap like that and not be equipped to have football conversations, right? But things change, music changes. Movies change, television changes, and also the Cowboys content spaces change, and now this isn't what's really valued. It's kind of going back to like the fanboyish content, right? And nothing saying who was wrong, who was right? Everyone deserves a voice. But for my older content creators, such as myself and others, who's feeling depleted, what I want you guys to understand this very valuable message, and I had to learn this myself, right? Ain't everybody for you, dog. I get it. We want to grow. We want to have 100,000. We want plaques. We want all that stuff. The glitz and glamour. 200,000, 300,000 subs. But not every Cowboys fan is for you. And you have to really find value in the people who find value in you, And that's who I do it for. I know Angie, who's watched this show for probably 3 to 4 years now, right? I know my dog JT. I know Jeff Lee. I know some of you people have been watching this channel for 5 to 4 years, and you guys depend on me delivering that real, uncompromised Dallas Cowboys content because I have built this community for people like us, right? So I don't have to change. I know some people say, yo, Tuck, you should water down your content and be a little bit more digestible. That's not my lane. I do what I do best, and I let others do what they do best, but I just be me for the people that really appreciate me. You guys know, whenever you hear me say something, I'm not only going to say it, I'm going to show it to you. And I'm not going to say I'm right every time, right? But if I'm saying something, it's because I see it on film. Like the whole Dallas Cowboys defensive film session I did the other day, it was 22 minutes. I could have just said, hey, Osa isn't fine off the ball, right? But I showed it to you guys and let you guys see it for yourself. You see what I'm saying? So I think people have to understand, stay in your lane, right? Every lane is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a headlines guy. I'm not a, I'm a football guy. I'm a film guy. I like to produce a little bit. I like to have fun. We turn on the call-in lines, and that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But I just have to stick to what I'm good at. I'm a draft guy too. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like right now, people are getting frustrated because it's starting to get into like the mumble rap era of content. But at the end of the day, J. Cole and Kendrick are still going to just rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still a big market for Kendrick Lamar. There's still a big market for J. Cole and real rappers, right? Even in a mumble rap era. So if you just put your head down, do the work that you do, and do the work for the people who appreciate you, y'all, you won't be as frustrated. You know what I'm saying? You won't be as frustrated. So all my content creators out there, the OGs, I get it. It's not really about knowing football anymore. It's about algorithm stuff, because there's some stuff I can tell you guys behind the scenes when it comes to running a YouTube channel. Y'all be like, I didn't even know that idea worked. But that's why I'm reading AI books and all sorts of shit right now, because I have to now work on my left hand. This is the easy part. You know what I'm saying? But SEO, meta tags, all that crazy stuff, that's not my lane, but I'm going to figure it out. But this is always going to be priority, man. So salute to the community. Everybody out there does incredible work. I appreciate you guys. Y'all keep me going. Y'all keep me motivated. Y'all push me to higher heights, man. And I am not the person I am if it wasn't for the incredible people in this community. All right. Now, getting on to football, y'all. Listen, Cowboys Nation. We got a game today. We got a game today. The last time we played the Cardinals, they ran for 222 yards. Do you see us slowing down their run game? I mean, that was Clayton Adams. You know what I'm saying? Or was it Clayton Adams? Yeah, it was Clayton Adams, 2023, right? But what people have to understand, we have a game today, y'all. A real Monday night football game. Now, I get it. The Cardinals don't have the glitz and glamours and some of the names that might, get you excited about this matchup. But we haven't beat the Cardinals, y'all, since 2017. We have not beat the Arizona Cardinals since 2017, and not all of those wins was Kyler Murray. You had Josh Dobbs out there. You had, you know what I'm saying? So when you watch my YouTube short that I posted earlier, you know, I'm trying to tell people, hey, bro, why are we out there? So this is supposed to be an easy win like the Panthers game. Yeah. Like the Panthers game, right? Like the Bears game. This ain't going to be that, right? This is not going to be one of those. You know what I'm saying? Even though it has Jacoby Brissett as the quarterback. And I'll talk about that here in a minute. But this is a game where we need to lock in and get ready to play. And a lot of people, they said it on my Instagram feed, YouTube, whatever, right? Yo, Tuck, I'm just a fan. I don't have to lock in. I hear what you're saying, but I don't hear what you're saying, right? And here's the problem with that, right? Here's the problem I have with Dallas Cowboys fans telling me, Tuck, I'm not the one playing. I don't need to lock in, and I don't need to focus. That's on the players and the coaches, right? Well, from someone who constantly goes to a lot of home games at AT&T Stadium and see what our home field experience really looks like, that mentality oozes through that stadium where people just feel like, I don't have to cheer. I know we need a defensive stop, but that's not on me. That's on the players, right? No. It is your right as if there are situations where you as a fan can impact the game when you're at the game. You didn't know that, right? There is, right? There's some times where if you're loud enough, and just hear me out, Cowboys Nation, if you're just loud enough when our defense is on the field, maybe the offensive line can't hear the snap count, and maybe that will force a false start. What if I tell you? You know what I'm saying? What if I told you that we do have an impact in the game? So this whole idea with Tuck, man, I ain't got to lock in. I just, whatever. It's just, I'm not playing the game. Like, no. You got to represent, dog. You got to represent. And even if you're not at the game, I'm in Kansas City right now. You see me wittened up. You know what I'm saying? You see me ready to go. I am locked in. Right? Use it. Use it. Use that fandom. Your team needs it, bro. Your team needs an energy source, and sometimes they can feed off the crowd. They can. But I've gone to numerous football games, whether it's in doubt. Now, this is my last week at home. Thank God it's Monday, right? Because I got this in the bye week. And then it's full tilt. Man, I'm going to Vegas. And then salute to my dog, Easy, the block captain. He's now forcing me to come to Dallas for that Cowboys-Eagles game. And then I'll be there for the Thanksgiving game. So it's about to be ping, pang, pow, right? With your boy in the building. All right? I wasn't planning on it, but hey, it is. But yeah, Angie, even at home, it's my family does not being around me on game day. My dog doesn't even like being downstairs because I'm too loud. My kids ain't feeling it. My wife goes all the way up to her room and shuts the door because she knows I'm about to be a fucking maniac down here in the basement. What do you mean you don't have no impact on the game, right? You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Got my Dez jersey on. I think it's Dez's birthday today, or, you know what I'm saying, something around here, man. But yeah, bro, like, I just don't understand. It's the complacency, right? It's the complacency that I don't know how to fix it, y'all, be honest with you. But it's just the woe is me. A lot of Cowboys fans have this woe is me mentality, and it's just like, did Dez catch it? Absolutely yes. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yo, you do have an impact. And so what I was trying to tell people, going back to the trade talk, right? Do I think the Dallas Cowboys will make a trade? Who fucking knows? Yeah, maybe, possibly tomorrow, right? But my problem is not the Dallas Cowboys making a trade, y'all. It's not. I've been asking for them to make a trade weeks ago, right? My problem with the Dallas Cowboys of how they're going about things, they're masquerading around it creating this whole circus and spectacle around it on game day when we have bigger issues versus just go make the fucking trade. Just go do it. Did Howie Roseman do a whole ass spectacle when he went and got Phillips this morning? Nope, we just woke up and they traded to the Dolphins, and like I was doing videos about, and got Phillips, right? They just traded and got Jair Alexander. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't like the spectacle of everything, the glitz, the glamour, the glow, wait till tomorrow. We got multiple trades. Oh, wait till tomorrow. Bro, we have a game tonight. We have a game tonight. Oh, but tomorrow. So if things don't go as planned tonight, Cowboys Nation, do not fret, because tomorrow, I love you. It's always the salesmanship shit, and I'm just growing tired of it. Yeah, bro, Cameron, you're spot on. Reminds me of the off-season circus. Since the moment we have gotten to Oxnard, it has been a non-stop circus. You remember that time where everything was quiet and we were like, oh man, we really like these Brian Schottenheimer interviews. Oh, I really like the way Shotty speaks. It's been a non-stop circus since camp in this whole Micah stuff. And Micah and Jerry are still doing the Drake and Kendrick, still doing shots. Here we are in damn near November. It's damn near Thanksgiving, and Micah and Jerry are in diss round 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's those things, Cowboys Nation, that I'm trying to explain that needs to stop. You don't have to sell a product that's already valuable. You know what I'm saying? It's already valuable. But it's always this extra, you got to put a little on it, right? We got First Take at Texas Live, Stephen A. Smith at Texas Live, Jerry Jones, they're walking around. They got, a parade going on and the cheerleaders, and we're a 3-win team. We're a 3-win team. What are we throwing a pep rally for? We haven't even won back-to-back games yet. What's the pep rally for? We haven't even beaten a team that's over 500 yet. What's the pep rally for? Why were people lined up around the block? I know people were out there like 6 a.m. to get in the Texas Live, right? And we're a 3-win team. Do you know, in order for us, Cowboys Nation, to make the playoffs, we'll probably have to win 10 games. So based on my mental math, my data, my calculation, we will have to go 7-2 the rest of the season. We'll have to go pretty much 7-2. Right, Deshaun, to create controversy. To create controversy. And I think a lot of us are just tired of it. I just want football to be the main thing. And I will say this. I was going to make a video on this, but I'll just say it now, right? As much as I want to blame Jerry, content creators, media, fans, we are at fault too. We got our hand in this as well, right? Jerry ain't say shit about Max Crosby. That was us. Jerry ain't say shit about us trading George Pickens. That was us, right? Jerry ain't say shit about no Bradley Chubb. That was us. Jerry ain't say nothing about trading no Brandon Aubrey. for whatever fucking reason. That was us. Jerry hasn't even mentioned trading Trayvon Diggs. That was us. So, right, Angie. So as much as we want to blame Jerry for the circus, we start acting like clowns in it too. You know? And it's never, like right now, I can't even find out who is active and who's inactive today because all everybody is talking about, yo, Tuck, who are we trading for tomorrow? Is Wanye active or not? I don't know. I'm trying to find the inactives for the game today, but all everybody wants to talk about is who are these multiple players we are trading for tomorrow? Multiple, not just one. We got 4 or 5 of them already lined up. You see what I'm saying? So it's like these kids say this saying, and my wife hates it because she hears it as a principle every damn day. But I really like this phrase, not 6'7", you know what I'm saying? But I really like this phrase the kids say these days, and that is, keep the main thing the main thing. Right? I think that's off of TikTok. I think TikTok came up with that. You know what I'm saying? Keep the main thing at the main thing. And the main thing should always be this, right? But what Jerry is a master of is deflecting and distracting. And I told you guys on the YouTube channel, right? This whole trade stuff, that was going to be used as the bait and switch to toss that out there to get y'all not focusing on the real issues. 1, the defensive coordinator that Jerry Jones hires a bust. 2, our draft class is not getting us any help. 3, we have a lot of problems efficiently. 4, we are wasting one of the most talented offensive rosters we've had in Dallas for a long time. And 5, a lot of this is the front office's fault. But it's the, whoop, you know what I'm saying, for all my Lakers fans out there. You know what I'm saying? The Magic Johnson, right? Ooh, there's a trade. Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, right? And we all, oh my God. Well, oh my God. Did they just, right? Look over there. And Jerry Jones right now is just and one crossing us over, pulling our shirts over our heads and throwing the ball off our foreheads. And everybody goes, ooh and ah. Right? So it's frustrating as a Cowboys fan. Right? I don't care about who we're going to trade tomorrow. How are we going to start Marvin Harrison for going for 300 yards? How are we going to do that? Who's going to get pressure on Jacoby Brissett today? Hey, my dog Trey McBride, he a dog. Who's going? Hey, who's going to be our defensive tackle rotation? Who's our starting corners? Who's going to be on Marvin Harrison? Right? Real issues. Real issues. Right? How are we going to neutralize Josh Sweat? I think Walter Nolan's active today. Right? So, real football issues. Right? That's what we have to focus on, Cowboys Nation. Because all the fantasy football shit, that's not going to save you. If we go trade for Max Crosby right now, and Max Crosby is being taught by Whitcotton to go out there and mush rush, it ain't going to do us no good. If we get Overshown back and he's lined out improperly from his proper gaps, that's not going to do us no good. Right? So there is, oh man, I forgot all about that. Oh Lord, damn it, Angie. I forgot all about the hard knocks. I forgot all the hard knocks. You know what I'm saying? I forgot all the hard knocks. Yeah, bro. Yeah, J.O. It's the, you know what I'm saying? I used to love hot sauce, man. Hot sauce will do a whole bunch of, put a shirt over your head, bounce it off your forehead, throw the ball off the backboard, and then airball the jumper. You know You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of, that's what Jerry does. Jerry, oh my God, he made him fall. Oh my God, oh, he's saucing him up. Oh my God. And then he'll shoot and he'll airball. You know? So it's just like, yo, there's real things that we need to focus on, y'all. And in order to go 7-2, coaching has to improve. All right? The environment has to improve. Because I got this message, and I was just on Twitter for half a second, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Iverson. Jerry is smooth with that crossover, and every day Cowboys fans are just on their heels reaching. Jerry said he gonna do a trade swipe. Jerry said he actually got multiple trades. Jerry Jones also told you that you can't get COVID inside AT&T Stadium because of the wind flow. Jerry Jones also told you that Brandon Wheaton throws the prettiest deep ball he's ever seen. Jerry Jones also told you that Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott might be a quarterback controversy. Jerry Jones will tell you whatever Jerry Jones thinks you want to hear. We went an entire offseason, not once, right? So to my dog Lou and Boss and so many of y'all, right? On the Instagram and Twitter and all sorts of apps, right? We had to hashtag, what was the hashtag this offseason? Respect the one tech, because before the Micah Parsons trade, we were like, yo, we need a defensive tackle. Yo, we need a defensive tackle. Yo, we need a defensive tackle. Hey, man, we'll be all right, but we need a defensive tackle. Yo, we need a defensive tackle. We need to respect the run tech, right? Jerry Jones never once mentioned defensive tackle or stopping the run. But then after the Micah trade, it was, yeah, you know, when we made this Micah trade, it was with the emphasis of stopping the run. Bro, you just tossed that shit out there because you knew that's what Cowboys fans wanted to hear. So when you're at the podium and, right? Yeah, we're going to make a trade. Yeah, we're going to make a trade. No, Cowboys Nation. Hold on, Cowboys Nation. I am Jerry Jones. Not only are we going to make a trade, we've already made it and we're going to make multiple trades. Yeah! Yeah, our season is saved. Super Bowl, here we come. We already, now the biggest franchise in the fucking planet has already made multiple trades, but nobody knows anything, right? They're being all held secret. No leaks, no nothing. We're gonna make multiple trades. Right, damage control. Damage control. I don't know why he's never did it. I'm not sure no one's ever asked him, but Jerry Jones would have 1,000% ran for election and president of the United States, and he would have won that shit because he's a mastermind at that. Bro, everything is sealed, see? Everything is sealed. This is top secret, no trade leaks at all. Everything is sealed. Right? We've already got the trade. Tomorrow's going to go through, right? But nobody, no Jay Glazer, no Scheffner, not even Ricky the dog even knows about these multiple trades the Dallas Cowboys has already made. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I get damage control. Jerry will 1,000% win the election. If Jerry ran for the election in 2 years from the next one, 2 years, he would 1,000%, because he is a master at that. Trump is good at it, but Jerry is a master, right? He's a master at it, right? I even did it before when I was in middle school. In middle school, I'm not sure if she's watching, man, so to Sylvia if you're watching, right? I ran for class president. Not because I really wanted to be class president at all and do all the extra shit. I just wanted to win it, right? So I ran for class president. Sylvia Segato, She had laid out this blueprint for better after school programs, because, her mom had to work late and, study habits and all sorts of stuff and, all these crazy things that was really valuable to our school. What do y'all think my whole campaign was running for student president in 8th grade? I was going to have vending machines on every floor of our school. That was my whole campaign. My whole campaign was that we needed vending machines on every floor of our school. Now, of course, I dressed it up because there were people with disabilities and they shouldn't have to go up to the 3rd floor to get to the vending machine. Of course, I dressed it up, but pretty much I just wanted one on the 1st floor because that's where all my classes was, and I hated walking up to the 3rd floor. And do y'all guess who won the election? I did. I won the election because I promised all the students we was going to get vending machines on every level of the school. The hell with after school programs. To hell with better computers and all, you know what I'm saying? No. They wanted candy. And so I knew everybody wanted candy. They was going to vote for me. Now, I didn't get to actually be class president. Why? Because the day I was supposed to accept my whatever, being inaugurated, if you will, I got into a fight at recess and got suspended on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? I got suspended that day. So ultimately, Sylvia Salgado she won president because I got suspended and get into a fight. But be that as it may, all I had to do was just sell the people what they wanted to hear. More vending machines, more a la carte options, pizza days on Fridays, right? Vote for me. And that's what Jerry Jones does. He'll sit back and see where they want. Yeah, I got suspended. You know what I'm saying? I got into a little fight on the basketball court. With my dog Zach Rice, man, but he tried me. You know what I'm saying? It was right before we had the fucking assembly about me. Yeah, bro. It was right before we had the assembly of me accepting winning class president. Zach Rice, this is my dog Zach, man. He's my dog, man. Played football in high school. But he tried me on the basketball court, so I wasn't letting that, I had to let the class know that their president wasn't no punk. And so we got into a little scuffle. I got suspended. So she won by default. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fired on my day off. You know what I'm saying? So but that's what Jerry Jones is a master of. And selfishly, we accept it. We accept it, right? I'm not above you guys. I'll accept it. Like I said, salute to my dog Easy. He hit me yesterday like, yo, Tuck, let's go to that Eagles game. I said, all right, bet. I was like, well, what section you want to look in the since I already sold my tickets that I own? He was like, man, I don't know. I just want to get a great experience. He's like, so let's get whatever, and I'll just cash app you. I said, you sure? He's like, yeah, bro. So I sent him the receipt, and he's like, God damn, bro. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good for it, but I know you're going to spend that much for these tickets. I was like, well, if I'm going to the game, I'm going to go to the game. You know what I'm saying? So we right there on the 50-yard line. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you told me to go get the tickets. I went and got the tickets. We on the 50 for the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. So I'm not above you guys, but Jerry is a master manipulator. And there's a lot of fans that just let it happen. There's no questioning, right? So once again, do I think the Dallas Cowboys will make a trade? Possibly. You're going to the game? Eagles game, yes. Not today's game. Not the Cardinals game. But I know a lot of people are there. My dog Mike Tag is out there. I think Dez is having a birthday party out there. So if y'all out there, pull up, man. Go crazy, represent. But I wasn't going to do not the Cardinals game. I sold these tickets, man. But yeah. So yeah. Now, trade, like I said, do I think there's going to be a trade? Yeah. Do I think it's going to be a jersey buying trade? No. Right? Do I think it's going to be do I think this trade will be bigger than George Pickens? I will say no. Right? So that's where I'll be with it. It might be around, I don't know. Trying to think of another mid-level exciting trade that we had that got people excited. I can't really think of none. I'm hearing the names like Tyree Wilson. Me personally, I scouted Tyree Wilson heavily out of Texas Tech in that draft. He has freakish size and athleticism, those pterodactyl arm length. Like, he has all the measurements, but as a player, it's just not there. You know what I'm saying? It's just not there. Logan, the linebacker, I don't know. I honestly do not know, y'all. I mean, I think the big one would be Simmons if you got him, or Quinnen Williams from the Jets. I think those would kind of be the big, okay, right? I think Max Crosby is out of play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where's Law Nation? I don't know what the fuck Law Nation is. Since my dog Law, you know what I'm saying? Probably gonna go live with Law either tomorrow or Wednesday, but I have no idea where Law is. You know what I'm saying? This is not the Law Nation channel. What's up, my dog King Capers, Quinnen Williams? So yeah, Quinnen Williams, yeah, I'll be excited about that one. Bradley Chubb, I think Bradley Chubb is the most needed. Mika Fitzpatrick, I'm sorry. And Devontae Sweat. Devontae Sweat's in Tennessee. Is he in Tennessee? Right. Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons. So for me, the okay would be Quinnen Williams, Jeffrey Simmons. All right. Bradley Chubb, I feel like he's the most needed, but I feel like that from an ego standpoint is the Cowboys saying, we don't know what we're doing. Because that would be Fowler, Clowney, Donovan Ezaraku. I guess I've been saying his name wrong, right? Donovan Ezaraku, whatever. Sam Williams, Marshawn Nealon, and now Bradley Chubb. That's a lot of darts you're throwing at the edge position. Yeah. What about another running back? I would strongly consider a running back. Now, people were getting on to me about it. But here in Kansas City, they're talking about getting Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about getting Tony Pollard. I would take Pollard back in the heart. Tony Pollard and Javonte Williams, that would be nice, but I don't think they would do that. Will McDonald's another name. I don't think Will McDonald they're gonna let go. They could do my dog Jermaine Johnson though. My dog, yeah. It says if you are here to troll, please send to CFA gang first. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and troll. You know what I'm saying? They can't troll over here on the channel because one, we modded up, and two, you gotta be subscribed in the first place to even comment over here. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, do that. Jermaine Johnson. I mean, I like Jermaine Johnson. Y'all know I'm Florida State to the core, but I don't feel like that's oh my God, we got Jermaine Johnson. Now we're back. Because he's coming off a bad injury. You know what I'm saying? So I would love it. I would love to have my dog Jermaine Johnson here, but he's not. Jermaine Johnson's good, but he's not like Jared Verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I'm going to ask y'all, Cowboys Nation. Y'all trading the first round picks or no? Are y'all touching any of these first round picks, or the trades have to be day 2 and beyond? Let's see. We'll get to my prediction here in a second. We'll talk about tonight's game. Yes, only for a max for the first. So who were the first worthies? Right? If I say Quinnen Williams, Simmons, and Max Crosby, are those first round worthies? I say day 2 and beyond. Day 2 beyond. So a lot of people are saying they can't watch the game. Do y'all not have antenna TVs? Because it should be on, or maybe it's not in your area. Yeah, you got to give up one of the first round picks. See, so my guy on my tenant saying none of them. None of them. Edge, pass rusher, linebacker. Would you guys trade for a corner? It's on ESPN, but it's also local on your local like ABC channel. I thought. Yeah, I thought it's like on your local like antenna. That's where I watch it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure if it's in every area. Sign Samuel Jr. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's on ABC. No cornerback. No cornerback. I would consider trading for a corner. I mean, if y'all not going to fix this Trayvon Diggs situation, you probably need a corner. Yeah, it's on ABC too. Okay, my dog One-Handed Bandit says, so y'all can't watch it. Y'all can pay $15 for the NFL app, and it'll be able to watch it on your phone. Yeah. So yeah, the NFL app, right? You should be able to watch the game. I haven't done that, but you probably could. So, plus y'all should have the NFL. Well, you should have the NFL app anyway if you watch film on there. A guy says, no, why trade for a corner when Asante Samuel Jr. is on the streets? Yeah, he has a neck injury, bro. He has a neck injury. Yeah, sis. I really think this is the play the Dallas Cowboys are about to make, right? The sale is going to be, okay, there was some things that we tried to do, right? Didn't necessarily work out, or they were, they to play that, right? They was asking for too much, all right? But after the bye, we have reinforcements coming back. Overshown and Siobhan Revel, right? And then Diggs was he 4 weeks on IR? Is he 4 weeks? All right. I'm trying to think. How long is Diggs IR? I forgot, right? So, yeah. And so, I just don't see the Cowboys doing anything with those draft picks, because not only do the Cowboys value draft picks, y'all. Yeah, so Diggs is 4 weeks. So this is what, his second week, right? Third. So Diggs will be eligible to return versus Philly. So yeah. So he'll be eligible to return versus Philly, right? Yeah, after the Raiders game. So, yeah, you're looking at Revel, Overshown, 21 weeks, window being the rate. So Revel and Overshown should be back Raiders. Diggs should be back, if not traded, by Philly. So you can say the reinforcements that way, right? I think also Perion Winfrey has been on there as well. So, I mean, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. I really don't know, because here's the question that I keep asking myself, right? Which is just putting my reality hat on, right? Which sometimes isn't fun. In 2023, as much as some people want to hate to admit it, the Dallas Cowboys had a top offense, right? Dak Prescott under Mike McCarthy in that Tex Coast remix, right, was playing at MVP level. Defense was still playing well under Dan Quinn, right? Barely, but they was holding on. You had LVE go down. You had some other injuries, but the defense was still holding strong. You were gearing up to win the division. And the Dallas Cowboys at that point still didn't say, you know what? The Cowboys was not losing at home. They beat some quality opponents. Offense was playing well. Defense was playing, right? We just needed a few more pieces to really help anchor this defense. And we still didn't go get it. Why would we go get it now? Right? Yeah. Yeah, they were what they told me, Angie, and I quote, because I got jumped on Twitter, is that we can score 40 points on anybody, and the Dallas Cowboys do not lose at home. So, Tuck, I don't know why you are trying to get defensive help, because we're about to have home field advantage in the playoffs. And I said, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, I love it. All right? But we all knew that wasn't the case. But they still did not go get help. And let's keep it a buck, y'all. That team was more primed to actually go on a championship run than this team is. So the only silver lining I can see Jerry making a big splash is because, one, you want to help Brian Schottenheimer and not let him crash out. Or two, you want to kind of get your get back for the Micah trade, right? But I personally, y'all, let's say, I don't know, it's Bradley Chubb. Dallas Cowboys get the Green Bay pick, and I don't know, Mozzie Smith or Jalen Tolbert to the Dolphins, and we get Bradley Chubb. That doesn't erase the Micah trade. So, as sadly as it sounds, the only way I think the Joneses can really get their aha moment from trading Micah Parsons is you have to do what your counterparts in Dallas did when it came to the Mavericks. All right? A lot of people, I still am, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm still fire Nico to the core, right? But a lot of people was pissed off at Nico. Nico couldn't even go in public. The Mavs tickets were dropping. They were getting sold. But then when they got that number one pick and you got the idea of Cooper Flag, then it's like, well, I mean, I'm mad, but I'm not that mad anymore. You see what I'm saying? So a special player in Cooper Flag, right one-handed, we have to go get our Cooper Flag, but not only get one, you can get two. And if I'm Jerry Jones, that is why I am holding on to those first-round picks. Now, it is a huge risk. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge risk for that to happen. But if there's any way to spin it where you can say, the Herschel Walker trade 2.0, and this time I did it. If you were to tell me those two first-round picks turn into Caleb Downs and Reuben Bain or Anthony Hill Jr., all right, I'm going to be mad about trading Micah, but I'm not mad. I'm just mad. You see what I'm saying? I'm not pissed. I was mad. Right? So I think in order for that to happen, you just have to go into the draft with those picks and crack some shit. You know? I think that's going to have to be the move. Now, if you come out in this draft with the offensive guard or some shit like that, that's going to be like, you know, right? But let's say you went and got Caleb Downs. He ain't going to slide the top 10. I mean, but good luck. You never know, right? Caleb Downs. And then you maybe got like a Jeremiah Love or something like that, right? You could spin it because all the Joneses need to do, once again, to look heroic is, one, sign Pickens, right? Extend Pickens. Two, get you 1 to 2 home run hitters in the draft. and then all will be okay for now, and then you can look like the hero. And then if you fire Matt Eberflus too, I would probably, you know what I'm saying, Thanos toss Matt Eberflus, and then what looks like it. But C-Tuck, you wanted to keep Micah, but look, with the money that we got from moving on from Micah, we was able to sign Pickens, and now we got Caleb Downs, and we got a running back in Jeremiah Love. You got to give the ownership some credit because they moving different. They'll do all that bullshit. Right? So if I'm Jerry, that's the game I'm going to play. I'm going to fire Eberflus. I'm going to extend Pickens and step to the podium and say the money that we saved on Micah, throw a little fucking jab at Micah again. Right? The money that we saved when trading Micah, we were able to sign Tyler Smith, Deron Bland, Jake Ferguson, and now George Pickens and Brendan Aubrey and all the family like, yeah, see, I told you, even though it's not the fucking case. We all knew it's not. But yeah, see? And then you go get you one jersey selling defensive player in the draft, everybody be right back on board. That's the play. That's the play. I said they said they fire Eberflus. I'll be excited. See, it's not going to take much. It ain't going to take much, right? So if you dangle this carrot, you get over Sean back, you get Siobhan Revel, we win an exciting game. Let's say we beat Philly. We put on a thriller versus Kansas City, right? Lose to Detroit. Beat Washington on Christmas. Beat the Chargers or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That'll be enough to keep us a little satisfied. All right? Then you fire Eberflus, sign Pickens, and get you 2 home run players defensively in the draft. All will be forgotten. And you will walk out looking like the hero. But if you trade one of those picks and you get a first round pick and got Trey Hendrickson and we still out there getting killed, my bad. I'm giving Jerry too many nuggets. My bad. You know what I'm saying? But this is just like, let's put my Jerry hat on. That's the play. That's the play. Hey, we had some injuries. You know, I really like what Schottenheimer's building. We started playing well down the stretch. With that money that we saved on Micah, poke him up. We were able to sign George Pickens, who's a fine ball player, and pair him with CeeDee Lamb. And offense is always our safety blanket. So if we just sign Pickens, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But then you go get you 2 players in defense. Have a defensive-focused draft. Let a bunch of minion media people and content creators sell you that we hit on every pick. Shit, business will be back booming. That shit makes too much sense. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things, y'all. When you've been around it, you kind of just pick up on it, right? You know, it's just people ask like, yo, Tuck, how do you kill it when it comes to the Cowboys draft all the time? Because they have subtle little signs you can just kind of pick up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of just watch their tendencies. You know? I can always tell you, I told you guys before the season even started, Trayvon Diggs and Terrence Steele never stood a chance, right? It wasn't because I just picked those 2 players. It's because where was the money trail, right? Where's the money trail, right? Trayvon has the out already built into his contract. He never stood a chance. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are like, oh, Trayvon's not playing good. Trayvon's not blah, blah, blah. Trayvon's a distraction. Bro, this was set up years ago when they signed him. They built this out in the contract for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Do all that and buy defensive tackle and be good. We right back, baby. Troy, we right back. You ain't gotta buy a big one. You can buy a good, kind of a tweener. You know what I'm saying? And then say, hey, the money we saved from Micah, we were able to get another defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're able to do all that stuff. So I just don't see, I would be shocked, y'all, if we trade somebody that is going to be first round pick worthy. Should we have signed Jalen Phillips? We didn't have a third round pick to offer, and I wasn't going to give a second for him. So, I don't think we're going to beat that offer, but I would have added him. You know what I'm saying? But personally, if there's anybody that I would add from Miami, it would be Bradley Chubb. That's the one I'm adding. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the one I'm adding. Diggs barely talked yet. They saying he's a Kansas. Bro, sis, I tell people I did not after the whole Micah thing and Trayvon, I'm saying I love Trayvon, hell of a player. There's nobody that can convince me that we are a better defense with him not on the field versus on it. Don't let people lie to you, but they will. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. I get it. But I didn't have the energy to protect Trayvon. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of you guys are like freedom fighters. I know a lot of people who do like, protesting and, different things in the community. Sometimes you do so much protesting and walking. I can't walk. You know what I'm saying? Like my dog boss called me like, yo, Tuck, we about to fight for RB2. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I can't pick up a protest sign, dog. I'm gonna sit over here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have fun. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have fun. No, Tuck, man. We gotta get Matt Eberflus up out of here. We gotta get Matt Eberflus. We about to fight. Hey man, y'all enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I'll donate. You know what I'm saying? I'll donate to the cause, but I'm not picking up no more protest signs and marching for freedom when it comes to the Cowboys. I am tired. My feet got blisters on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When Trayvon talks to be a leader, wanting the defense to do better, he became the villain. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Trayvon said the same shit we all saying, but for some reason, he got marked the villain. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, man, we need to play some more man, and shit works when we play man. I see. He's being a distraction. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm sure Trayvon's probably said some more shit behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, Bridges and Elam's not better than Diggs. But they're going to sell it to you that way. I'm just happy, y'all, that there are people in these communities that I've built and multiple people have built that's smart enough to be able to say this. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people who, like, all right, dog, I get it. Maybe Trayvon's not showing the best emotion and all, but what's the better options? See what I'm saying? What's the better options? And that is my problem when a lot of these cowboy takes or whatever you want to call them, there's never presented a better solution. We just get rid of Micah Parsons. All right, cool. For what? For more draft picks. Okay, cool. What players should we keep our eyes on the draft? Well, I don't know, Tuck. That's your expertise. Well, goddamn. Like, what's the solution? Solution-based content, right? So, hey, we should move on from Trayvon Diggs if he doesn't want to be here. All right, cool. Let's send his ass to Green Bay so he can be with his best friend in Micah Parsons. Okay, cool. So who's going to cover Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown? Who's their options? Well, I don't know. We got Tracreed Reeves Bridges. And here's their favorite. When does Josh Butler come back? I don't know, Tug. When does Josh Butler come back? Is Kalen Carson active yet? So you just saying anybody but Trayvon, right? You know what I'm saying? You might as well just throw me out there. How about when we play the Eagles, I'll bring my cleats and see if I can line it up, even though my calf is strained. You know what I'm saying? But let's give it a go. Right? We have been conditioned, Cowboys Nation, to always want the mystery box. See? Anyone that can play better than Diggs. See how they go? I can't fight that, bro. I can't. What do y'all want me to say to anybody that can play is better than Diggs, right? What the fuck y'all want me to say to that? Anybody, right? So when you do comments like this, all right, which is cool, I appreciate it. I welcome all comments. But when you're sitting back watching the Broncos game and the commentator is saying, hey, they're just picking on Bridges, right? When the commentators are telling you, hey, man, Bo Nix is just picking on Bridges. Right? So it's the problem, right? It's the problem that I think this is the divide, right? In our community right now. Kind of talking about what I was talking about in the first segment, right? Some people lean towards their emotions, right? And they lean towards their emotions and how they feel over the actual football aspect, right? Versus some of us, like myself, Boss, Lou, DMV, list goes on and on, right? We lean more towards the football aspect and less of the emotions. I don't give a fuck if Trayvon Diggs is your favorite player or not, or my favorite player. I don't give a fuck if Trayvon Diggs blocked me on Twitter, Instagram, or wherever, right? But if he's producing and he is my better option, I don't care about that, right? As long as Trayvon Diggs isn't DVing and doing all some extra stuff off the field, the attitude, the podcast, the extra shit, I can give zero fucks about because he's producing on the field. But some people in our community will rather their emotions lean and disrupt the actual product on the field because I just don't like them, right? I just don't like Micah's podcast or Micah talks too much. Okay, cool. But you're willing to move on from an all-pro since the moment he's hit the ground and hit the NFL because he talks too much? Because he's not likable? Spoiler alert. And maybe y'all never been around him a lot, but for someone who has. A lot of great athletes, y'all, are not likable. Sorry to spoil that for you guys. A lot of great, elite, top echelon athletes, they are not really likable. They're not, right? When I first got out of college, I used to work for this golf course company, and we would host a bunch of like golf events, you know what I'm saying? Like the Masters and all sorts of stuff, right? So we had a publication. I was working in the press room and all sorts of stuff. Bro, Tiger Woods was the biggest douche POS I have ever seen in my life. Like Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying? He's not even fully black. He's half black, half Asian. Tiger Woods was by far the biggest POS I have ever. Like, bro, he was talking to our directors like he wasn't shit. They had everyone scrambling. They wrote a whole article about him. He didn't like the article. He told him, scrap it. Don't put it. Like, Tiger Woods was the biggest piece of. But man, Y'all remember Sunday Tiger in that red? It was something special watching. It was something special to watch. Now, I can let my emotions get in, like, oh, I don't like Tiger Woods. He's an asshole. He's a dick. He's a prick. But when it comes to that, hey, so is Michael Jordan. I'm literally reading a book on it. Rest in peace to the Mamba. Do y'all think Kobe Bryant was just a very likable guy? Do y'all think Kobe Bryant just said all the amazing things that his teammates and coaches wanted to hear? Do you think it was just fun being around Kobe Bryant all the time? You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant wasn't a very likable guy. He even talked about when he joined the Olympic team, the Redeem team, bro. He was like, man, I ain't here to play with y'all, bro. I'm here to win a gold medal. And y'all over here recruiting and shit and banana boating. I ain't trying to do all that, dog. Like, I'm here to win. He wasn't a likable guy. So we have to stop letting how you feel tear down what goes on the field. You know, that's all I'm trying to say, right? That's all I'm trying to say. Is Malik Davis playing? I think so. Right? Job's not finished. Love Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Love Kobe. Like you need. I mean, hell, Dallas Cowboys fans, we're like, oh, Trayvon Diggs is a distraction. Draymond Green literally punched one of his players, one of his up-and-coming star players, in the face multiple times on camera, and he is still with the Golden State Warriors. This is sports, bro. I'm not sure everyone has played sports before at a high or low level. There's a lot of grimy shit that goes on the higher you get in sports. Joe Horn, right? Joe, get him on the phone, Horn. He used to literally sleep with his teammates' wives and girlfriends and stuff on purpose. Like, it's not all kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? It's not all kumbaya. So people are like, oh, Trayvon Diggs, I just don't like his attitude, bro. That's the farthest of problems that's going on inside that Dallas Cowboys locker room. I can guarantee you right that. Right now, there's one Instagram model that can run like a hurricane through the Dallas Cowboys locker room more than Trayvon Diggs ever could. One wrong Instagram model could just hurricane Instagram through our Dallas. But nobody cares that Micah laid on the. Bro, we're not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Zeke's accuser, Lucky Whitehead, started dating her. You know what I'm saying? Let me shut up. But there's certain media people who's been trying to, with players' exes and bring them to Christmas parties and shit when they have subpoenas and restraining orders on them. There's a bunch of crazy shit that goes on behind the scenes that y'all don't know about. And Trayvon Diggs saying, we need to play more man's a little bit problem, right? So, all right, get to these inactives. Jaden Blue inactive. Tony Dorsett. Not Tony Dorsett being inactive for Malik Davis. Hell no. Hell no. Not Jaden. Not Jaden Tony Dorsett Blue inactive again. Chat, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Anybody want to come to front of class and explain why is Jaden Blue inactive today? Let's see. Does anybody want to come to the front of the class? What's up, my dog? What's good? Let's go, Cowboys. Does anybody want to come to the class and explain why Jaden Blue is inactive today? Oh, my dog Lou Takes. My dog Lou Takes just popped right in here on TikTok. Lou, do you want to step in front of the class and explain why Jaden Blue is inactive today? Can't hold on to this. Can't hold on to this. Can't hold on to this. Can't trust you. If Brian Schottenheimer don't trust you, I'ma shoot you. He don't trust you. And Brian Schottenheimer hasn't trusted him. Hasn't trusted him for the longest. Now, people like Lou's been trying to explain that. People like Boss has been trying to explain that. I try to explain that, but hey, man, I was told just give him a chance. He's Tony Dorsett. But if any of you have ever played football at any level from Pee Wee up to the pros, you know if a running back can't hold on to this, you toast. You toast. It's an at-home incident. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At-home incident, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you are a running back and you have problems holding on to this, you're not going to get much opportunity. I thought you was high on him. No, not me. No. I said he has some ability, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see the explosion there in the 4-3, but I wasn't high on Blue. I broke down 1,000 running backs on this channel, and Blue was not one. I didn't break down Blue until we got him. You know what I'm saying? Because I was not even a fan of Blue at the University of Texas. I would have took Cam Scatterboo over Blue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jimmy would have cut him. Y'all remember the football, one of my favorite football movies, The Program? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even a running back. I played tackle and was supposed to have been tight end. And I used to walk around with the football in my hands in high school, and I knew to protect it and not let people slap the ball out of my hands. You know what I'm saying? Even me, as a tackle, right? Cover the points. Cover the points. You know what I'm saying? That's even me, right? They don't trust you, bro. So it's just one of those things. Now it's like, I like Malik Davis a little. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest, like, oh my God, we got Malik Davis, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I like Malik Davis. But do y'all think Malik Davis is a quality RB2? Or do the Dallas Cowboys possibly need to go get a guy? Overshawn be backed by Vegas. Or he should, right? If Overshawn's not backed by Vegas, he is donezo for the season. Mingo inactive. Mingo's inactive, and they traded a fourth for Mingo. You know what I'm saying? So we've been just tossing around picks all nilly-willy. Now we'll go trade for some Jonathan Mingo or some Joe Milton or some Trey Lance. Oh, we'll put a trigger on that. You'll put a trigger on that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, remember, we outbidded everybody for Trey Lance. Jerry said, hey, when I saw he was available, I didn't have to talk to nobody. And I went up there and made the decision and outbidded everybody for Trey Lance. But now our defense is getting walked through game after game. It's wait till tomorrow. You know, tomorrow will bring a better you, a better me. Yeah, that's what Jerry's gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be singing tonight. That's Tevin Campbell. I think that's Tevin Campbell, right? Tomorrow will bring, or is that Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson. I don't know. Either way, right? We're all singing about tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Defense can't stop a nosebleed. But when it came to getting Trey Lance, oh, that was a I had to talk to nobody. I had to go make it. I had to go make something happen. I had to go outbid everybody to get Trey Lance. But defense can't stop a nosebleed. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Says Troy Aikman joking about Jerry not revealing the trade. You know what I'm saying? Also, that was Tevin Campbell. All right, Tevin Campbell. See, I know a little bit. A little about music background. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow will bring a better you, a better me, Cowboys Nation. You know, but before we dip up out of here, once again, man, appreciate everyone out there, man. CFO Sports, the YouTube channel. Follow me on TikTok. Hit that follow right now if you're watching me. Instagram, hit that follow. We just crossed 5,000 on Instagram. We're about to cross 4,000 on TikTok. TikTok gonna catch Instagram. TikTok gonna catch y'all on Instagram. Everybody gonna lap y'all soon. You know what I'm saying? Salute to TikTok. And also salute to CFO Sportsman, the YouTube channel as well. Now, tonight's matchup. Defense has to show up. Defense has to show up in some capacity. Right? Defense has to show up in some capacity, right? You have to get pressure on Jacoby Brissett. Corners have to play well. Right? You got to stop my guy. You got to stop my guy and Trey McBride. Because he's going to get fed tonight. I ain't even got my sports bet stuff locked in, but he's going to get fed tonight, right? Defense has to step up. Shows that you have a pulse. All right? Says they won't. All right. Well, all right. Let's scrap that then. All right. Well, Sean, since the defense is not going to step up, then y'all know where it's going to have to be, unfortunately. Hero ball Dak time. Hero ball Dak time. But I hope that's not a situation. But their defensive line is stout. Like I said, Walter Nolan should be given a go. They have Calais Campbell, Josh Sweat. So they have some dogs in the trenches. Our run game has to show up, right? Our run game has to show up, right? I don't want this to be a game where we are leaning so heavily on Dak Prescott and his arm. But if our defense can't get stops, it's going to be that way. And better triple team Marvin Harrison. No, we don't need to triple team Marvin Harrison, bro, because they told me we have Bridges and anybody that's not named Diggs is better, right? So we're good, the cornerback position, according to some of the comments. But yeah, you're going to have to lock on Marvin Harrison. You know, so yeah, Cooper Beebe is back tonight. I feel like offense should get things in motion. We have to get the ground game going. But here's my concern now, Cowboys Nation, to be honest with you. Putting a lot of wear and tear on Javonte Williams early in the season, you know. But, hey, I don't know. Guess run him into the ground, try to get your money's worth. But, you know, I think it'll be interesting to see what Malik Davis is. Here's my proposition. Yeah, Bridges. Jacrees Reeves Bridges. You know what I'm saying? I guess people like his attitude better than Trayvon Diggs, so that's what they want out there. All right, so we're going to go with Jacrees Reeves Bridges on Marvin Harrison. God bless him. All right. But here is my proposal. Shadi, hope you're listening. You have Javonte Williams, who's running well. Unlock Hunter Lipke. Unlock him. Give me one game. Give me one Hunter Lipke game. With and he says Bridges no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, London Bridges got burnt all last game. You know what I'm saying? But you have to unlock Hunter Lipke. I think this is the opportunity to see what do you have in Hunter Lipke as RB2. Because I feel like you can get a Cam Scatterbo-ish type return out of Hunter Lipke? Right? I think you can, right? I think you really can. I think you really can. I think you really can. And I think that we need to start spelling Javonte Williams because he's taking a lot of punishment. You know what I'm saying? He's getting a lot of reps early. Now, like I said, he's on a 1-year deal, so I guess use him and abuse him in case you lose him, right? And see, I don't think that's the case, JV. I think that fumble versus the Dolphins, that was just a mishap between him and Dak. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the case, right? So I think you can go out there and use Hunter Lipke and give him the opportunity. Now, on the opposite side, you're talking about using George Pickens. Will Johnson, their cornerback, who they got from Michigan. Yeah, Will Johnson from Michigan, right? He's playing phenomenal as a rookie. He's kind of flying under the radar because he's playing for Arizona, but Will Johnson's playing phenomenal. So I'm wondering who he's going to be on. Probably more on CD. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be opportunity. I think this should be a Jake Ferguson get-back game. Should be a Jake Ferguson get-back game. You know. So we're going to forget about Phil. Join late. Don't know if you talked about him. I assume that Phil Maffa might be a Phil Maffa. I don't think Phil Maffa's active today. Yeah, I think Hunter Lipke. I mean, here's the thing. You paid him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You didn't have money for 11, but you paid Hunter Lipke. I think we got 7-8 mil. Right? Something like that. I think got 7 mil. You paid him. Shit. Use Hunter Lipke. Use Hunter Lipke in this run game. Right, Angie? Yeah. I mean, I get it. He's a phenomenal fullback, right? And he does some good things in the fullback. But when you go back to his college film, and it's still up on my channel because I love the kid coming out of college, right? But he played tight end. He played fullback. He played H-back. Like, he does a lot. $7.8 million for Hunter Lipke. He is my running back, too. He's getting paid same amount as Javonte Williams. Hunter Lipke is getting paid the same amount as Javonte Williams. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're getting at least 6-7 of them things. You're getting 6-7 of them things at least. You know what I'm saying? You're getting 6 or 7 of those games at least. For $7.8 million? To just be a fullback or lead blocker for a team that's so cap aware, right? Cap conscious. He needs more touches. He needs more touches. He needs more touches. He needs more touches. He needs a lot more touches. I'll use Hunter Lipke. But it's going to be interesting to see what Malik Davis is. But, hey, y'all, I think the Jaden Blue thing might be donezo for a minute this year, right? And I know Lou has made a whole documentary on it. Like I said, I don't have much fight left because I just know how Cowboys fans are. And if they coin a player as the heir apparent, it's going to do that. But this is what it is. Who scores a touchdown tonight? Free play? Javonte Williams. Right? Let me look it up. Let me look this up real quick. Hold on. Let me look this up. Let me see if I can cook up just something little. Hold up, let me see. Hold up. I'm gonna put you on some quick game before we dip up out of here. Hold on. Let me get right. Bang. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got cooking tonight. And let's see here. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Make sure you go ahead, comment, like, subscribe while I get this set up for y'all. I want to take a quick look at something. Y'all can't see this on Instagram or Twitter, so you might need to come over to the YouTube, but let's take a look at what we got cooking in the lab tonight. Okay. Bang, bang. All right, let's go here. All right, let's check. Let's see if we can cook up something. Let's go props. And all right. Salute to Outlier. So if you guys want to get your sports game right, your sports cash game right, Outlier is the resource I use here. Let's look at Javonte Williams. Where's he at? I would probably say Javonte Williams is one. Not first quarter touchdowns. Let's see here. Ping, 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 pow. Touchdowns. So, yeah. See, even Outlier already got it here for you, all right? Out. Blue committed a fumble during Week 8 loss in Denver, after which Coach Brian shot home to Nick Harris Fort Worth Steelers can't put the ball on the ground. Cowboys then saw Malik Davis. See, even a little sports app picks up on Jaden Blue ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Even the little sports app is telling you, hey, you know what I'm saying? But Javonte Williams, let's see here. Bang, bang, bang. Let's see here. Yeah, so he has scored in the end zone last 6 out of 10. I will expect that to continue tonight. So I would say Javonte Williams to get in to the end zone tonight, right? So what's the odds? Let's see. You can probably minus 160, minus 158. So we're gonna go with Javonte Williams getting into end zone. And then another one that I really like sniping for the Cowboys is gotta go with Butter Aubrey, Brandon Aubrey, and then bang. Let's see here. This one, right? Brandon Aubrey over 2.5 extra points. Yep. So gotta play for Bam Knight of the Cardinals. Yeah. So for Cardinals, just pick everything over when it comes to the offense, DMV. Yeah, every offensive player, you know what I'm saying? Every offensive player over, you know what I'm saying? But this Brandon Aubrey over 2.5 extra points mean that we have to score like 3 times, right? So, because sometimes the field goals can be a little tricky if our team is hot. This one was over 1.5, right? But if our offense is hot, sometimes it's hard to kind of get that, right? So I would probably go with the field goals, one for Brandon Aubrey, and I would go with Javonte Williams. And let's see if they got something we can snipe on. Let's see if we can get something. Let's see if we can get something on Malik. Malik Davis over 10.5 rushing yards. It's risky. It's not a big, you know what I'm saying? You might get, you know, Malik Davis. Not for minus 120. I wouldn't do that. For Malik Davis. So yeah, man. But honestly, I'm not touching this game because I really don't like it. But overall score prediction time. Let me know. Ooh, hold on. Dak not rushing TD, but Dak's been taking off using them legs, right? Look at this one real quick. Look at Dak's rushing yards. What's it set up? If it's anything over like 4 or something like that, we're gonna snipe the shit out of that one. Let's see. What's Dak got? Let's see, what's his rushing yards to that? 7.5 for Dak rushing yards. Denver, he had 31. Washington, 7. 28. 7.5 is a good value for Dak rushing yards over 7.5. Because they'll be able to get pressure. If it was plus, I would take it. But Yeah, Dak rushing yards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Javonte Williams, he'll cash that. Dak, 2 touchdowns for Bam Knight. What is Bam Knight's touchdowns? It's listed at. See, that got me in a whole different lane right now. You know what I'm saying? But for those who follow me on other platforms, especially Instagram, you already know the vibes. How we get down. So, see, Bam Knight. Let's see. Let's see what Bam Knight. My dog DMV wants to know what we got for Bam Knight. I might put a little sleeper play together for y'all. Bam Knight. Oh shit. Damn, that's only on underdog. So Bam Knight anytime touchdowns plus 691. Oh, that's receiving touchdown. Hold on. About to say. All right. So plus 135 for Bam Knight touchdowns. Yeah, we're taking that one. We're taking this one. Now, I know some people are like, yo, Tuck, you're a Cowboys fan, none of the Cardinals. Hey, man, when it comes to getting, Christmas is around the corner. All right? Christmas is around the corner, y'all. So don't let your fan get in the way of your cash flow. Right? So Bam Knight plus 135 to get in the touchdowns. Yeah, we about to go lock that shit ASAP, right? So Javonte Williams, Bam Knight, and that's clean for me. Who we sign? Nobody. Looks like the roof is closed, so Aubrey can try that 70-yarder, and they gonna go for it. I can see Ferguson on my dog Vada in the building. It says, go ahead and secure that draft pick like us. Hey, man. Hey, we down and out, but we ain't all the way out yet. You know what I'm saying? We not all the way out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all and the Commanders out there draft picking. You know what I'm saying? Well, we ain't all the way out. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we're going to take this Bam Knight, though. We're going to take this Bam Knight joint. Yeah, we'll lock that. Lock that right now. This one. Bam Knight, anytime touchdown. Probably going to snipe this on... I got probably take it on Novig. Take it on Novig. Bang, 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 bang. But yo, Cowboys Nation, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is CFO Sports. Come by, give us a subscribe, like content, share the content. I appreciate you rocking with y'all. Probably won't do a post-game show tonight because it's Monday night. It's going to be late. But tomorrow, I got the show tomorrow, my dog Easy tomorrow. But we'll do a show when I can turn on the phone line so y'all can call in. And cause I really want to hear from the heart of the nation, man. We got a bye week. So I think it's really important to kind of hear y'all voice, see how y'all feeling. We'll get into some draft stuff as well. I just been swamped, y'all. And honestly, I haven't had a second to even do any film because y'all made me do that, the Cowboys defensive film, you know what I'm saying? So we'll get to that, man. We got a lot of draft content up the pipeline. Got a lot of great guests. We'll do some live shows. CFO gang in the building. Building a new website right now. Merch store should be back up. Here come this dude. You know what I'm saying? Here come this dude. You know what I'm saying? Here come this dude. Here come this dude right here. You know what I'm saying? I'll deal with him tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'll deal with Easy tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Here. See, you know what I'm saying? He don't ever want to say nothing until it's Cowboys game day. You know what I'm saying? He don't never want to say nothing, but don't worry, Cowboys fans. I'll handle that. You know what I'm saying? So me and Easy will be at the Cowboys versus Eagles game. Pull up if you're there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show my dog around. Show him what it's like to live a life of luxury. You know what I'm saying? Leather seats. You know what I'm saying? All the prime rib and sushi and, you know, all sorts of stuff. All that glitz and glamour. Even might let him go on the field, shake a hand. Like, I'm going to give him the full Cowboys experience. I know he really wants it. I know he don't get that stuff at the link. So I'm going to take care of my dog. I'm going to get to Dallas, man. But, yo, Cowboys Nation, let's go out there. Let's get this win. I have the Dallas Cowboys win this game 24-17. All right, 24-17. Actually, I'm going to raise it. 27-17. Cowboys win 27-17. It will be a blessing if our Cowboys defense holds them to 17 points. I'll take it. I know that's pushing it, but I think the Cowboys win this game at home. I tend to trust the Cowboys at home. Dak at home, offense. Dak coming off a loss plays well. Dak at home plays well. But once again, we have to find a way to click on both sides of the ball because having our offense be the hero the entire time it's just not going to cut it, man. So I appreciate you all. Are you going to show the game? No, sir. No, sir. I can't even screen share on TikTok without getting my shit banned. Y'all want me to show a whole ass football game? Absolutely not. Y'all want me to get my TikTok deleted? Well, I just got it. You know what I'm saying? I just got my TikTok a few weeks ago, and y'all want me to stream the game live and get my TikTok banned. See, they be crazy, y'all. They be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't streaming the game, but I know some people who are live streaming during the games. Boss Cowboy live streams, Law live streams. I think Mark Holmes will live stream. So go on YouTube, search Dallas Cowboys live stream. There'll be plenty of content creators live streaming throughout the course of the game. But J Tuck is not one of those, man. So I appreciate y'all. Like I said, Cowboys Nation must win game. Let's go get this win, man. So I'm going to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Cowboys. Peace. This video is brought to you by Sleeper, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. And right now, Sleeper is doing something crazy, unimaginable. Yes, Sleeper right now is giving you a free $20. Yep, free. All you have to do is be a new subscriber and download Sleeper, and Sleeper will give you $20 in your account to play your daily fantasy pick. So if you want to pick Dak Prescott to go over his passing yards because he's playing at an MVP level, just use Sleeper. And also, if you want to make a deposit, use the code CFO. Sleeper will match 100% up to $100. So download Sleeper, get your free $20 to play daily fantasy sports, and also use the code CFO to get 100% up to $100 on your match. And let's go get this money, gang.